Hello, anybody who's here. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to see if anyone else is going to be turning up. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Had some tech issues, had some just stuff I had to take care of, and then before I knew it, it was 7 o'clock, so apologies. Hopefully we won't be too long. We can start shortly. Good evening, Matt. Again, sorry about the lateness. Just had some stuff I had to take care of, and I've eaten. I didn't want to do a stream on an empty stomach, so if anyone's watching, is it loud? Give me a second. How's that? Is the music better? It's really weird. Sometimes the music is really quiet when I do it, and then sometimes it's just really loud, and I have them on the it doesn't seem to matter on the setting. It just seems to be all over the place. Okay. How about that? This is where we do all the tech stuff, because it's pretty quiet at the moment until it starts, getting some more people here. We can do all the tech stuff for now. Hopefully it's a bit better. If you can hear me, Matt, let me know if that music is too loud or not, because I can't tell, you see. It just sounds like it's on, So, but hopefully it's quieter. It is 20 past... Oh. Right, thank you. You know what, Matt? I will be doing a Jin Kazama. I thought I said Jim Kazama, which is very funny if that was Jim Kazama. Yeah, I'll do a Jin. Because you're the only one that's made a comment, mate. So yeah, I'll be doing a Jin Kazama. By the way, for anyone who's watching later on or has only just joined us, what I do on a Monday night at 7 p.m, I draw for a couple hours, and lately this may change, but at the moment I just take requests in the chat to draw a character from the world of pop culture, so that can include comics, movies, video games, toys, your favourite character from a commercial, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and they're kind of quick, rough sketches. I'm going to be doing a body, like head and shoulders type thing as well. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to be doing Jin Kazama. And also, if you're finding me on YouTube or Twitch, vice versa, I stream via YouTube or Twitch. So sometimes you'll see that I may respond to Twitch chats or YouTube chats, and you may not see them, so sorry about that. But I don't really have... I haven't got my OBS set up to do that where you can see all the comments and stuff. Maybe one day. Matt is chatting to us via Twitch, and he's just said, and a Tommy Lee Jones drinking a Boss coffee. I might do that. Maybe. We'll see. Hey, if it's a quiet night, I guess I got, why not? Right. But for now, Jin Kazama. I'm going to get on it. I'm just going to look up Jin Kazama. Give me a second, guys. Jin Kazama. One of the first things on Google is Jin Kazama hairstyle. I wonder how many people are actually doing that, you know. That's pretty crazy. Hey Brad, there wasn't a... That's a good point. Matthew, since it's your request, would you prefer Devil Jin or just Jin? I was just going to draw just Jin, but I don't really mind, because it is just going to be a guy with his top off. Although he's got a specific haircut, hasn't he? So, although in the newer games, in Tekken 8, he's got a jacket, hasn't he? I don't want to draw him a jacket though. I want to draw Tekken 3 Jin. But yeah, I've got a Jin. I'm ready to go. So, but I can change it to a different Jin based on, you know, whichever one we want. I'm gonna start because I realize it's like 24 past 7 and I've done nothing. So I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna do a normal Jin. Oh, Brad, I'll be sending out tomorrow to you, mate. Sorry it's been a bit of a delay. I actually meant to drop you a message. But yeah, don't worry, you'll be getting your sketches tomorrow. Well, sorry, I'll be sending them out tomorrow anyway. Apologies about the delay. Sorry about that. I've been trying to find you some little bits to put in as well. I'll chat to you via Messenger about that. And thank you, by the way. Thank you for buying those. Really appreciate it. Because that's another thing. If you see any sketches here tonight, and you're like, oh, I kind of want one of those, they're £30 for a sketch. So anything you see here is for sale. Once it's done, however, you know, you just got to claim it, and you know, once it's claimed, it's gone basically. Unless I don't know, they suddenly don't want it or something. But like, all you got to do is claim if you want it, and yeah, yours, and we'll talk about pricing. Well, not pricing, but paying for it, like off the stream. Yeah, you know I'm good for it, Brad. It's just that I just haven't had the chance. Another reason I've been a bit late is because of my day job. I've been working quite a bit, which is good because you know, for those of you who follow me on social media, I recently put up a video about how it's been a year exactly when I quit my job and went freelance, and yeah, it's weird. It's a very strange feeling to think that I've been doing this for about a year now, and I'm all right. I'm still here. I'm still alive. But yeah, I am busy. I've been doing some stuff at my day job, and it's been some animation, and I got a deadline on Wednesday. You see, so I'm a busy boy. But I had to do a stream, but I just needed enough time to, you know, get some food in me and stuff. So that's why I was a bit later than I wanted to be this time round. But hey ho, here we are. Jin Kazama. You know, I actually haven't played a Tekken game in quite some time. I like the look of the new one, to be fair. Also, what I find very funny looking back at the streams, because I've just recently started making like social media posts and stuff, so like getting the videos and just you know, making little snippets and stuff. And I've drawn a lot of video game characters, but like fighting game characters, and I think that's what's going to happen now. I'm just going to be drawing fight. Don't get me wrong, got nothing against that. I just thought it was I never noticed it until I started looking, and I was like, oh yeah, there's quite a lot of, yeah, quite a lot. I've messed up on the hair. I thought I did. Download Tekken 2 on your P. Okay, is that? Can you download that now? I didn't know you could do that. Because oh, do you mean your? Can you do that on PS5? Have you got a PS5, Brad? I don't have one, so I can't. I don't know, because all I know is like you can't really download old games on a PlayStation 4. It's his goddamn hair. Hey, Ro. I didn't see you there. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a long time since I've touched a Tekken. I was more of a Street Fighter guy, as we've established on previous streams. So that's kind of why. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, weirdly enough. I know usually it's between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, but for me it was always like I liked both of them. Oh, he's got these ridiculous eyebrows, doesn't he? It's more like... I will fix that shortly. Man, he's got some weird hair. It's this fringe on the back thing. I was a big, I was a big Dead or Alive fan, and I used to get teased because that game has, quite a reputation for I don't know why. So I used to get teased for being a big fan of Dead or Alive. But Dead or Alive's what I found appealing about Dead or Alive is the counter system in it. I felt it was very easy to pick up. It was hard to get right. That's all. Hello, Rob. It's Jin Kazama, Rob. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog. Cursed Sonic the Hedgehog. By Bob Kane. How many Jin Kazama? I do like saying his name. How many It is 4. God, I should trust my instincts. Yeah, it's 4, then 3, then 2. Oh, I should have trusted it. Oh yeah, sorry. Back to game talk. So like I said, I used to play Dead or Alive. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, I thought it was brilliant. But yeah, like everyone teased me because just like yeah, and it is ridiculous in places, right? The fact, I mean, like they didn't even try, and like I think they leaned into it, which is fine. But like yeah, they just leaned into it. The just overtly sexual nature of it, right? Like it was just, it's just getting ridiculous. And Soul Calibur, because Soul Calibur was kind of the same, right? Like it got to the point where Soul Calibur, Ivy from Soul Calibur was ridiculous, if I remember. Like her outfits and stuff. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure Tekken and Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter definitely caught up with that. With being a bit OTT on the sex stuff. Just for the record, I have no problem with that. Just time and place, Not everyone's cup of tea is what I'm saying for Dead or Alive. But the countering system in it was brilliant. I thought for a while, because I think it came out on the second one came out on the PlayStation 2, I think. And I just thought it was brilliant, because it felt like Tekken upgraded. Like it was like an upgraded version of Tekken. Really, really dug it. And all the I don't know, it just felt like more realistic in terms of the fighting and stuff. Obviously, looking at it now, it's probably not. But at the time, it felt like, wow, this is really cool. And there was a ninja. There was a ninja in it. I know Virtua Fighter had a ninja. But then I also like Virtua Fighter, if anyone ever played that. Virtua Fighter is brilliant. But then I'm a Sega fan, so of course I'm going to enjoy that. But I do quite like fighting games, so I'm more than happy to draw fighting game characters. There isn't really one I don't like. I never really got into the King of Fighter games, but the ones I did play I really enjoyed. I thought they were really good. It's just King of Fighters was just one of those games that sort of just I missed, I think. But I did really enjoy like games like the lesser known games like Guilty Gear. I really enjoyed. I even enjoyed a brief stint with Blaz. Is it BlazBlue? And play of that. I'm a big fan of the Capcom fighting games in general. As I said, I like Street Fighter, but I also like Rival Schools, the Marvel vs. Capcom series, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I loved when I was a kid. I thought that was a brilliant game. That was actually probably my introduction to Street Fighter as well, actually, if I remember. Right, I'm gonna ink this Just going to take a quick brief look at the chat. Yeah, there's quite a few, Rob. There's quite a few Capcom fighting games. There's Capcom versus SNK, which is the other one, and I enjoyed them, but again, it was just the King of Fighters stuff, so it's not really, it was just I didn't know what it was. But I loved the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and on the Wii, weirdly enough, I don't know why we got this in the UK, but there was or anywhere outside of Japan, but there was Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and I don't know if you know, people might know Tatsunoko are. They're a Japanese film studio or TV studio, and they're famous for doing Gatchaman, which is Battle of the Planets or G-Force or whatever you wanted to call it, with the guy with the white outfit, the Ken the Eagle, that kind of thing, and some other bits and pieces they were famous for, but not that famous. And yet we got on the Wii, we got that fighting game here in the UK, and that was so weird. But you know what? Brilliant game if you play it. I bought it on day of release because I remember seeing things about it on like GameTrailers.com. Do you remember that? Saw it on GameTrailers.com, and I was like, I kind of want that. No way it's ever going to come out here. Then it does, and so I bought it on day of release. Weird. I don't think I'd ever do anything like that now, but at the time I bought it on day of release. By the way, I don't know if anyone is interested to know. If you can hear the music, I'm playing to you music from the artist Macro Blank, who they were on Bandcamp. I don't know if they're on there anymore, but I downloaded their entire discography on legally. I paid for it via Bandcamp ages ago. They're really good. You can find their stuff on YouTube though, but they're really good. They're something like it's like a genre of music called Barber Beats, which I'm still trying to work out what that is, but it's very good. I like it. That's like nice background stuff without any lyrics, because as you can tell, listening to my streams, I don't particularly like playing lyrics. Also, I don't know, maybe to do with monetization stuff. I have no idea how it all works, but I'd rather not get told off. I don't know what I'm just saying. I'm rambling. I'm gonna ink this. Let's. I'm just sort of fanning about with it. I'm just like, and I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna just ink it. Anyone got any other suggestions in the chat for another character once I've done this? Currently, Matt suggested Tommy Lee Jones from the Boss Coffee adverts in Japan, which is a bit of a niche, and I could probably just draw it for him some other time. And this is already his first request. So if there's someone else with a different request, please pop it in the chat. You do get next dibs. Bit annoyed I messed up on the nose. I can draw one of the characters from Dune if you want. I still haven't seen Dune, but I'll have to do some serious research. Happy to draw it, but if anyone's got any other suggestions, just so something a bit easier for me to draw. Sorry, that's really. Let's see. I probably could do it. It depends which character from Dune you want me to draw, Rob. Sorry, I didn't mean to be like, oh yeah, if it's too hard. That's not what the stream's about. You can just throw, But let's see if anyone else has made a suggestion. Yeah, I'm sort of. It's not that I don't want to watch a 6-hour bill. Well, I don't. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what film it is. I can't imagine being there. You know me, Rob. You've seen films with me. I've talked through it or something, and I'm pretty good with films. But after a while, if it's too much, I get bored. Even with something like Lord of the Rings, which I love, I don't know. I've never ever done a marathon of them. I can't imagine what I'd be like. Oh, sorry, Ro, I didn't see you put something. Okay, I'm going to throw in a random one. My favourite character, Sagrahatia from Tia from Final Fantasy. Won't be That's fine though. No. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I realised no, that's a bit. Me saying, "Oh, I don't know if I haven't done that," it is, saying, "Oh, I can't do that because I've never seen it," is wrong. I shouldn't think that because I don't mind drawing characters. That's the whole reason I'm doing this is because I want people to throw suggestions at me. And if you were at a convention and asking me to draw something, there's plenty of things I've drawn at conventions. I have no idea what it is, or what it is. So please, yeah, don't worry. It was more because I feel from what I've seen from Dune, everything's very complex looking. But again, it depends what Rob's character from Dune was. I don't know. It could be just, Charlamala Mala Ding Dong, whatever his name is. Charlemagne. Could be just him. I don't know. With his curls. Or who else is in it? I don't even know. There's loads of people in it, isn't there? But I can't remember his. I can't remember who else is in it, even though it's got like a massive cast of people. But I'll once I've done this, I'll have a look at who you mean, Ro. You want me to draw one of the worms? Yeah, okay, I'll draw one of the worms. If that's what you want me to draw, I'll draw one of those worms. I'm worried it's just going to look like, something quite suggestive, but it's fine. Actually, is this your first suggestion, Rob? I don't think I've ever drawn anything you've wanted. You've from you. I don't think you've ever suggested anything. Oh balls. Yeah, Ro. That's why we're here. It's just me drawing whatever. It doesn't really matter. We're not here to judge me for my drawing abilities. I hope not. We're just here for It's a Monday night. It's the start of my week, and I just want to do some drawing. So I'm more than happy to draw whichever character you guys suggest. So apologies for being like, I don't want to draw that. You do throw out a lot of in jokes, Rob. I feel I have to probably explain them every time I do a stream. The Bob Kane one especially. Thank you for joining me, by the way, guys. I really appreciate it. Last week's stream was very, very quiet. I think I only had like 2 people join me for the whole time. That was it. So I kind of ended it a bit earlier. Did some good stuff though. You can probably watch it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm kind of glad there's a bit more people here today. It's just nice. So I'll move on shortly, guys. Okay, Rob, so I had Matt telling me the music was too loud, and that's why it's kind of gone down. Let me just try it. That was God, guys. Guys! I will find a happy medium. Right. How is that? Okay, so I put that there. Hello! Hi, I put it at this volume. I don't... So hang on, I would talk like this normally, and so the music is... I don't know however loud that is. But this is me talking at a normal volume. Yeah. Matt, what do you think? I don't even know what it would be. There we go. I've done... Alright. I've... Okay, I've done... Okay, I think I've messed around with the volume too much now, for too long now, so hopefully that's okay for you all. Okay, let me see what's... No, this one. This one. What's going on with gloves? These gloves. Oh yeah, so I see how it is. So if we do... I think you're all messing with me now, because... Hello, Emma Jane. Thank God. I'm glad you're kidding. Don't do this to me, guys. I thought for a second there. Very funny. Very, very funny. That wasn't sarcasm. I genuinely found that very funny. I thought I was going to get off this stream, and talk to my partner, Karina, and she'd be like, "Oh, how was it?" I'd be like, "Everyone just kept complaining about the fact that the music was either too quiet or too loud." Ricky's great. You have nothing to apologise for, Emma Jane. It's all good. Like I said, I found it very funny. Oh, I wonder if I've got to replace the... Thank you, Matt. Give me a second, everybody. Oh, hang on a sec, I just gotta get one of my ink cartridges. Excuse me a moment. So I actually went to Japan with Matt and Em, who were in the chat. Remember this? You remember this? Actually, it probably makes more sense if I do this. Do you remember this? So this is where I keep my ink cartridges. I keep it in a little Gundam base tin. Give it a second. Pop that away. Sorry guys, I'm having technical issues, but this time not with the computer. I do that. I do. Ah, there we go. I think that's alright. Yeah, there you go. For some reason I put them in the wrong drawer. I do. I do like a good little ink tin or something. There we go. Okay. Back to it. That's better. It felt like it was running out. But usually when I see an ink cartridge and it's like running out, you kind of see through it. And I couldn't really see through that one, so I wasn't too sure. But I could vaguely see it was like brown inside, so I think it was rather than black, so it was done. I don't like being too wasteful, but I kind of wanted the ink to be dark, you know. Jin Kazama. Yeah, sorry, Matt. I was just reading your comment. First of all, I was reading Emma Jane. Yeah, art nibs do. This is the thing going on holiday with me. If I bring ink cartridges or pens and stuff, they always just, yeah, because they're like little ink things, aren't they? So I know sometimes that can be an issue. They're like, oh, it's a bomb or something. But it's like, no, it's just my ink cartridges. Sorry, right. So the question. It varies. Everything's gone up now, so obviously price of ink is quite expensive. And it depends where you get them, because you can get these Pentel brush pen like cartridges anywhere now. I remember back in the day it used to be really difficult to get hold of them. I mean, this box is like it's like a Japanese box, but so I think you would have to import them. Now Pentel, like, you know, you can get them anywhere, I think now. Any art supply place anyway. So I think they vary. The pen itself, oh god, I remember getting it and I used to be £7, but I think now the pen is like, I think you'd be lucky to get a Pentel under a tenner, I think now. One of these. Sorry, that's not much help, Matt. I don't actually know because I haven't bought cartridges in a long time. I basically went mental and bought bulk now, and I'm now getting to the point where I'm running out. So I will, you know what? Ask me next week. Ask me next week. Ask me next week when I've got to buy more card and more ink cartridges, because it looks like that's where it's going now. It depends what you mean by extortionate, Matt. Basically, it just depends. What's on my T-shirt? It's so it's the Crab Museum in Margate, which I love those guys. Their museum was fantastic. I went to Margate with Karina and some of our friends for a friend's birthday, and they bought me this for Christmas because I really like their merch stuff. I can't remember who the artist is who does their stuff, but you can see. Look, let me just do that. Look, you can see. It's very cool. I like it. I do like it. We've got a fridge magnet as well, made out of wood, and it's got the illustration. I have been approaching them about trying to do some animation work with them, because oh yeah, and if you're ever in Margate, go to the Crab Museum. It's completely free to go, and it's a bloody laugh. In all honesty, it's very informative because it's a museum, but it's like it's run by I think it's run by like two guys, and it's not a very big museum. Two young guys, and they've got a sense of humour, and you can read it. It's very funny. I know what they're talking about, so highly recommend the Crab Museum if you're ever in Margate. We'll see. I approached the Crab Museum ages ago about it, and then we just stopped getting in touch. Which, hey, we're busy. I get it, but I was thinking of approaching them again about it because I think we could make some really fun stuff together, especially because this is their sort of like. This is their humour and stuff, and I would love to, looking at the exhibit themselves and with all these beautiful illustrations that are like also funny. I can see it animated, so I'd love to be involved. So I suggested doing something. We had an email conversation here and there, but it's just just how it is. People just fall off the face of the earth. I haven't been great at keeping in touch with them when I've been busy with other stuff. So. But who knows? I'm thinking maybe this is the year I talk to the Crab Museum again. Matthew Stogden. Jin Kazama. Yeah, we'll move on because it is now 8 o'clock. Rob, who was the character you want me to do from Dune? Is it the worm? Do you want me to draw the worm? I can draw the worm if you want. Here's the thing, Matt. I was put off by it first because one, I haven't seen Dune. Not to mention, I don't know how complex they'll be. But I also am happy to draw whatever anyone requests, so I should do it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us, Matt. Have a lovely evening. I will see you around. Okay, I'm drawing the worm, Matt. Rob. You're being indecisive, boy. I'll draw you a worm from Dune. I just need to look up what they look like. Oh my god. Yeah, I can draw it. It's just a bit like... It's just a great big hole. I didn't realise it was just a hole. A hole attached to a phallus, basically. Jeez. Wow. Wow. Let's choose a character. Let's choose a character. No offense, Rob. Let's. But yeah. Let's go for a character. Let's see what characters there are. Let's just draw Charlemagne's character. I keep seeing images of him, and it might be easier for me to... Yeah, lots of ball characters. Okay, Emma Jane, thank you for joining us. It's Johnny Silverhand. Who's Johnny Silverhand? Who's Johnny Silverhand? This is for next stream, apparently, but I don't know who Johnny Silverhand is. Oh, it's Keanu Reeves, obviously, from Cyberpunk, of course. I haven't played Cyberpunk, so I don't know who that was. Thank you, Rob. Sorry, I already got it. I was on it. Right. Let's do Charlemagne with his tube up his nose. And then I'll probably do Ro if you're still in the chat. I might do to round things off. I'll try and draw the character you suggested from that Final Fantasy game as well. No, mate, it's a mask. Sorry, we're talking about King from Tekken. No, it's a mask. It's all, yeah. That raw. It's the raws, isn't it? You're like, what? So he's based very loosely on Tiger Mask, which is a okay, don't quote me on this, I'm not entirely sure, but either it's a manga or it's a wrestler. And I can't remember if it's the manga that's based on the wrestler or there's a wrestler that come out of the manga. I'm not sure, but there's a character called Tiger Mask in Japan, and that's kind of what he's a homage to. But I can't remember which, whether it's which one came first, basically. You drawing debris again? I do like drawing debris. Just makes it more dramatic, you know? Yeah, I kind of want, when I'm next in Japan, which God knows when that will be, in the year 2037 or something, I would love to get a Tiger Mask soft vinyl toy. Because you know me, I love my toys. This is what I mean, right? So I was thinking, like, when I think of deserts or snow or something like that, you kind of need like that kind of stuff, right? Right. So that's kind of why I wanted to add some debris. But yeah, sorry. Anyway, I wanted to, I want to get a Tiger Mask toy. It looks pretty cool. I did see some when I was out there back in 2017. Again, trying to capture as much of Shyamalan, whatever his name is, as possible, but it's more just trying to get the, like I said, the character, as I've said in previous streams anyway, rather than necessarily the actor's likeness, which I think I'm quite happy with it. Kind of looks a bit like if a mangaka drew Dune, which I'd be totally down for. Yeah. Ro, you are going to be so skint if you go to Japan. Yeah, I wasn't back in 2017, weirdly enough. But I spent a lot. I saved up a lot of money, and I spent a stupid amount. It's the one holiday where I know I spent money. I spent a lot, but I'd saved up quite a lot. So, well, now I don't think I can physically do that, unfortunately. Very different from 2017. I don't think I could save up as much as I did. I'll just have to make sure I bring a credit card. Yeah. I bought a lot of toys, a lot of books. Games as well. I think, weirdly enough, I think I'd buy less now. I think I would buy less, but not spend less, but buy less. Like, I think it would be definitely quality over quantity. I think with me now. Absolutely, Rob. That's how I can't draw realistic, right? That's just I can at a push, but it loses any. You're so focused on trying to get it right, it feels like it's got no movement to it, and that's not what cartooning is about. Like, it's all well and good that you've drawn, and again, not knocking people who can do it, but it's like, well, yeah, so good. Wow, you've drawn basically something that a photo could just capture. That sounded like a dick, and I don't mean that because, honestly, if people can draw and it looks photorealistic and all that, it's incredible. I don't know how people can do it, but at the same time, that doesn't fill me with excitement. I just really like it when people can interpret characters or whatever in a certain style, and like, yeah, some of my favorite cartoonists don't even draw close to what realists realistic pictures or photos would come close to. That being said, I'm not trying to draw. I'm not just using an excuse to just be like, this will do, and it looks like rubbish. But you know, I'm just saying. I kind of want to let's make a good illustration though, rather than me trying to get the likeness of the actor right. And as long as you look at it and go, oh yeah, I can see what it is, then what's the deal? Especially on the Monday night stream, why would you know? I think I may have to use my pen, my little nib pen. Let me just check. Just want to check on the state of the stream, guys. Give me 1 second. Cool. It's going right. Yeah, people have just been dipping in and out, and that's fine. That's not a problem. See? And here comes Oh Nerdy Bastards coming in and saying, oh look, it's Timothée Chalamet. And even though it doesn't look like him. Do you know what I mean? It's good enough, and that's kind of what we're saying. We were just, you just missed the chat, mate. We've just been saying how one thing I like to do is I try and make it so you get the likeness of the rather than getting the likeness of the actor, just getting the essence of the character right. And that's what cartooning is about. I would say, in my opinion, I think that's, yeah. In my opinion, that's what I think the focus should be, that, because then you get a good drawing. Otherwise, you're so focused, especially because I can't draw realistic. You'd be so focused on trying to get it to look like the character that it would look a bit off. You know? Or wooden, like, you know, just very stilted. But this way, we have a decent illustration. And I'm really happy with it, to be honest. I was saying to people, I haven't seen Dune. I haven't seen it still. I want to at some point. It's kind of thinking I'll wait until the part 2 comes out. and see if there'll be a double bill or something at some point. But we'll see. We'll see. I like the look of it. It looks amazing. It looks incredible. Yeah. Also, I like the director. I completely forgot his name. Is it Villeneuve? Is that his name? I can't remember. He's good because I really thought, right. So when I watched Blade Runner 2049, I was like, there. Well, first when I heard they were going to do Blade, the sequel, and saw the trailers and stuff, I was like, it looks fine, but like, why on earth would you there is no need for a sequel to Blade Runner, right? And then I watched it. My God, it was good. I was like, oh man, it was so unnecessary, but it was so good. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah. Yes, Dennis I can never say his name. You know who I mean, anyway. So when I knew he was doing it, I was like, yeah, cool, because he made me enjoy a sequel to a film I didn't think needed to happen, like it didn't need to exist, but yeah, really good. Oh, is he Canadian? Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Brilliant. Well, yeah, good for Canada. Good for you. Yeah, the Dune looks good though. Right, let's see. What's his hair's all like? I'm gonna have to use the Pentel, I think, for that. Oh yeah, James Cameron. Yeah, I was going to say that's the famous one, right? That's the famous Canadian director. Yeah, James Cameron. I don't think he's done much. Never, some indie films here and there. I tell you what, I think that James Cameron, he's going to be big one day. Oh, gotta be careful. Has anyone in the chat seen the new the second Avatar? I haven't. However, from what I've heard, so I don't. I'll be honest. I don't particularly care about watching it. I'm not a huge fan of the first one, to be honest. It is what it is. It's a pretty amazing spectacle, but you know, that's it really. I don't really have any interest in watching it. However, what I will say, from what I've heard about the new one, I mean, it's not saying a lot, but you know, at least they took the time with the movie and treated the visual artists with enough respect and decency to let them take their time and to create this movie and make it look as beautiful as possible, right? I know there's just a lot of people knocking it, and I haven't watched it, so I can't say, but you know, like, this was happening around the same time as you see stuff like, as much as I like, you know, the sequel to Spider-Verse, something like the stuff coming out about that, where it was like, all the poor animators were treated like absolute garbage to get it done. So I'll give it that, you know. It wasn't amazing. Oh well, never mind. Well, you know what. So what we've learnt today here, kids, is you've got to be you've got to be absolutely awful, and then that's how you can create art, good art. If you're just, you know, reasonably okay, you can have a terrible film. That was the only thing I found out about it, was like the visual effects are supposed to be incredible, and well, you know, they took a while to actually, you know, get the visual effects right. Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll end it there for that one. It's no worm, Rob, but here's your Dune character. So, Ro, if you're still in the chat, sorry to be a pain. I can look for the character, but could you tell me who the character was again? And I'll draw yours, because you've been so patient with waiting on your request. Thank you, Rob. Sorry, I've just noticed some things. While you're doing that, Rob, I'm gonna just do that. Yes, enough debris. Stop putting debris on everything, Ben. Right. Okay, I'm just going to look up the character. I presume Ro's gone now. That's fine, but we're going to use your request anyway, Ro. Grahatir. No. Okay, yeah, sure. No idea who this person is. Okay. I guess that's who I'm doing, though. Oh, you're right. Right, Shadowbringers or Endwalker. Let's see how I feel about them. Endwalker. So that one's that one. What's the other one? Shadowbringers. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ro, I don't actually know what the difference is. Hang on, let's have a look. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go with this design, I guess. Do you see that? This one? Go with this. Let's try it. Let's try it. We've got 20 minutes. Let's see what I can get done in 20 minutes. Need a close up on the face. Do they have like different markings or anything with the different outfits? You know, I don't want to get the wrong one. Someday I'll go back to doing full body images and stuff. It's just that, I'll be honest, it's kind of like, it's just kind of quick, and you know, I can sort of get a full illustration that's decent, or it's a decent sketch in time for you guys within a few minutes. Do you know what I mean? Rather than try and make sure all the proportions are right and stuff like that. And so I had quite a long day today, so I've sort of ended up doing these quite a lot. But that'll change at some point. That would make the ears too big, haven't I? Whoops. Right, that's kind of what I need to know. I don't know what the crystallization thing's about, but yes, I saw that and I was like, is that the only thing? Because I can't find any decent images of their face, you know? Where's the pencil? Oh, there. Whoop. You guys could even see that. You know what? Got 15 minutes. I don't like that. You ever seen me do that before? Sometimes that happens. Thank you, Ro, for sending me the message. That'll probably help. Yeah, I can't find... I'm struggling to find... But I might change gears. I might switch to a different outfit. I just want to see... I kept finding images that I don't think they all could relate. So I'm going to try again now when I think of... I think also it's the thing where it's like with some of these characters when I draw them, even if I don't like have any sort of relationship with that character or anything like that in any way, at least I've seen them. I'm going to be honest with you, Ro, I've never seen this character in my entire life, so I can't even think of the shape. That's why it's all like I'm having to rely very heavily on Google Images, basically, like on quite a lot of it. I have changed costumes, by the way. Gone for this thing, whatever this outfit is. Not gonna lie, I'm having a hard time with these neck symbols. It's like that. I have to take a few artistic liberties here and there. That might have to do with the neck symbols. Oh, they're more higher up. Oh, man. Oh. So, I mean, you start looking at stuff. See, they go like this as well, don't they? So I'm going to have to take some artistic. And then downwards as well. Are they different? Yeah, this is what I mean. Every image I'm Googling is totally different from the other one. So give me a second, I'm going to get rid of them. How are we doing for time? 7 minutes. Oh well, never mind. All good. Something like that. I think that's going to have to do. They're a bit too big, but that's going to have to do so we can move on. nearly there. Fix that eye. Okay. That's enough. Let's crack on with inking it. I think it's getting to a point where I'm happy with it now. Here we go. That might be too much, but never mind. Nearly there, guys. Thank you, Ro. It's looking. I mean, compared to what was happening there, it's looking better. I try to do a different angle, but when I don't really know the characters, I can't even work out the character's hair. I think I'll just kind of rely a bit more on the references I could find on Google and sort of like a face on type thing. I don't like doing that. I try and give it a bit of personality and stuff, but in this case I'm gonna have to make an exception because every time I looked for a picture it felt like there was a different it looked different. That could just be me, to be fair, but that's what it felt like. trading time. And then we are done. Hey Ollie. So I just saw on YouTube. Hello Ollie. I'm nearing the end of the stream now. I hope you're having a lovely evening. About to call it quits. This is the last drawing I'm doing. It's a character from Final Fantasy... Is it Final Fantasy 14? Is that right? The online one, isn't it? I don't know which one that is. I've not, to answer you, Ollie, over on YouTube, because I realise there's people on Twitch probably can't see that. The last Final Fantasy I played was 9, which is my favourite. 9 is my favourite. And actually, that's not entirely true. I think that's the last numbered one I played, but I did play 13 actually. Thinking about it, which I did not like. I couldn't get into it. But it was back when I had my PlayStation 3. I thought, let's try Final Fantasy again, and oh my god, no, I did not enjoy it. And I know some people tell me, oh, if you play this much and stuff, it gets better. But I just, I'm out. I couldn't get into it. Could not get into it. Oh, is 9 your favourite too? 9 is brilliant. I love 9. I was thinking about replaying that at some point, maybe on the stream or something. Because for those of you who don't know, I do also play video games on stream. Not that often. I've only played a couple of hours twice on Shenmue on the stream. But I will do more eventually. It's just that it's predominantly about this. That's why I want it to be. It's more about the more about drawing and you know, this sort of stuff rather than playing games, because you know everyone and their mum plays games online, so I don't want to, you know, I can't compete. So, but like I do, if I've got some downtime, I want to play, I want to do some more streaming, and that could be one to stream. Final Fantasy 9, I do like that one. Ro, do you think they would remake 9? Or any others but 7? It's just because everyone was dying for a remake of 7, weren't they? Although, maybe. I mean, if they'd taken a leaf out of, say, you know, Capcom's book, with them remaking every single Resident Evil, maybe they could do that. I think if you're going to remake Final Fantasy games, though, wouldn't it make sense to remake some of the 16-bit ones? You know, the ones that have aged more and have, you know, a harder barrier to entry or something. Not that I'm knocking, because I mean, I never played them, except 3. I played 3, and I mean actually Final Fantasy 3, not Final Fantasy 6. You know, I remember that whole thing. I meant actually Final Fantasy 3. That's true, Ollie, actually. Weirdly enough, I had this discussion with someone the other day, actually, talking about it, and sprite art has aged really, you know, it has aged really well. And I think you've got to, I can think of the only 3D games I can think of that has aged and never, you know, oh, it was with Rob. Sorry, Rob, who's in the Twitch chat. It was with him. We were talking about it on the way home from the pub, Rob. I said, well, he said as well, Wind Waker... The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is the only 3D game I can think of that has aged so well. Like, I know they remastered it, and that's fine, but like, It's the only game I can think of where it's using 3D graphics at the time and it's aged really, really well because they chose an artistic style for it. And I feel with sprite art, yeah, you can get obviously really rank sprite art, but most of it, it's a stylistic choice, right? Right? Do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense? Well, with 3D graphics, they were so focused on trying to get them to look good that they kind of look stupid now. Do you know what I mean? Don't know if that makes any sense what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I do, but... Yeah, same with Viewful Joe. Viewful Joe's a good one. Yeah, GameCube again, yeah. Viewful Joe, Okami looks pretty good as well. I think that's sort of thing where they've just gone like, we're going to try and make it look like, I don't know, make the you know, it's an art style choice rather than just trying to make it graphically look like, oh, this is what Link should look like. It's just like, no, they chose a style. And my God, I remember I was in high school when that came out, and the amount of backlash, I think even the magazines were giving it, like, a lot of crap basically for doing this sort of like, ooh, childish looking stupid style. When really, it's one of the best ones. It's so good. Oh yeah, sorry. Looking at the YouTube chat. Ollie was just talking about the Viewful Joe on the PS2. To be fair, I haven't played Viewful Joe in ages. Well, Wind Waker I played in the last 5 years. So no, it must be later than that. It must be longer than that now because it was before the Wii U remaster, which is like old. So maybe it was a longer time ago. Oh, you mean Okami? Sorry, I haven't played Okami in years either. I just remember it being pretty good. Wind Waker is the one that I know for definite is still holds up. And yeah, it's a good point about the Zeldas. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe remaking the 3D ones does make sense. Hell, I'd be up for a remake of 9. I'd play 9. I love 9. That's brilliant. But I don't know. We're getting to the point now where I think we're becoming nostalgic for PlayStation graphics as well. Like, I know I am. I used to be someone who was completely, like, I hated PlayStation graphics. I felt like it was the era of growing pains for 3D graphics, and I still think that to this day. But now I feel a lot more nostalgic for them. So like stuff like, I don't know, I mean later stuff. So like, I don't really rate Final Fantasy VII in terms of graphics. I wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? I didn't really play it. I know loads of people love Final Fantasy VII. I really want to try the remakes because then I think I can actually join in. Because I tried 7 and I just couldn't get into it. Same with Silent Hill. The first Silent Hill, I couldn't get into it either. And I feel it's those early PS1 games. And if you weren't there, you weren't there. Kind of like you're not there. That kind of thing. Again, Silent Hill. I've watched like videos on it and stuff. I love the idea. I really wish I could play Silent Hill 1. But I just struggled, man. That's what they should have remade. When they said they're remaking 2, and 2 still holds up. I've been playing 2 recently, and I think 2 is great. I never completed it though, and I'm thinking about playing that on stream at some point. But they did such a good. It's such a good game. I don't think you need to remake Silent Hill 2. So when it's cool and all, but they don't need to do that. 1, they should remake 1. That's what they should do. Because I just don't think that's aged well. Anyway, enough rambling. I've got it. Oh, sorry. I want more ramble because Ollie's. You're right, Ollie. Those the games. Those games walked so people, so other games could run, and I totally agree with that. That's why I don't knock them. Like, I understand why Silent Hill. I understand why Silent Hill is the way it is. Final Fantasy VII, I get that. Like, and now look at games. Yeah, they did remake. Sorry, I'm going off on tangent because I was going to end this. They did remake 1, didn't they? But it was like, I don't know. Like, I'm talking about a proper kind of what they're going to do with 2. I just wanted that because I think Shattered Dreams is supposed to be like, isn't it like a remake kinda? I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. And also, I don't think you can get Shattered Dreams for cheap. I think it's very expensive. It's one of those. Most Silent Hill games seem to be really expensive. Anyway, enough talk about games. let's end this stream because I would like to. I'd like to go. No offense. It's been fun though. I've been really enjoying it. Right. So, shall we do a little roundup? Thank you all for joining me. I have appreciated it so much. It's been nice. I love doing these on a Monday. It's been great. So, let's do a roundup of what we got, and I'll sign them. So, we started off with Jin Kazama from Tekken. Sign that there. There we go. 2024. That still hasn't sunk in. So there's a Jin Kazama from Tekken. Whatever the character's name that Timothée Chalamet plays in Dune. For those of you joining late, I've never seen Dune, so I don't know anything about Dune. It looks cool though. I'd like to watch it at some point. Timothée Chalamet. So Ollie's just screamed Paul at the Oh, Tekken. I thought you meant this guy was Paul. I was like, is that his name? Is that Timothée Chalamet's character in Dune is called Paul? That'd be hilarious. Wait, on the Twitch chat, Rob has also put Paul. His name is Paul. That blows my mind. He's called Paul. Paul. Wow. Okay, I did not expect him. Paul? Paul. Okay. Ooh, I need to get off the stream. So he's called Paul. Here's Paul. This is true. Ollie just put, like, you know, the Star Wars character is called Luke. Yeah, biblical name. All right. Yeah, good point. Okay, fine. There you go. There's Paul. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I've never seen Dune, so I can't say. It's a Paul though. Okay. And finally, this person. No, not a lady. It's a man. Very feminine man. Apologies. Sorry. Actually, do they have a gender? Ro, do they have a gender? I don't want to assume their gender. Character from Final Fantasy XIV, the online MMORPG. Oh no, that would be just MMORPG. You wouldn't say yeah. Sorry, Ro. Yes, they're a he. So apologies. Anyway, this character from Final Fantasy XIV. And I'll sign that as well. God, I'm having one of those. Sorry, you have to apologise. I'm very tired. I'm having one of those kind of streams. Right. There you go. There's the drawings. We are done. Rob, his name is also called Paul. They're all called Paul. Wait, honestly, when you said Paul, I kept thinking of Paul from Tekken. That's why I was like, everyone was just screaming Paul at me because of, you know, Paul. Is that what he does? Anyway, it's time to end it. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. If you, I don't know what I was just gonna. I think you all kind of know who I am on the stream anyway. Like, you're all friends, so I don't really have to say things, but I will while I'm here. If you want to check me out on Instagram, it's Benicillin, which is spelled BENECILIN. Go check me out. I post stuff like this. I also post full color digital art as well over there. I also have a Patreon, which is just Ben Allen Inc. I think. I'm not sure. Don't know what it's called. But all my links are in my link tree, which I believe is on my Twitch and my YouTube anyway. So I haven't really got anything to promote at the moment. It's still January, but we're coming out of January now. The first month of 2024 is nearly over. So hopefully I'll be busy doing things soon. So but in the meantime, guys, I'll see you next Monday, I guess, for another stream. Toodles!